We're going to begin our smocking lesson with pleating our fabric. Some people don't have new pleaters and they haven't learned how to pleat yet, so I thought I would add that in and show you how to pleat. I have threaded 16 of my needles because we're going to work with 16 rows. I've taken my fabric and I've torn it wide enough to fit the 16 rows. I have rolled my fabric onto just a standard wooden dowel. And I'm going to show you how I place mine in. It doesn't matter if you put your fabric this way or this way with fabric that it doesn't matter what side you're working with. I prefer to roll mine on this way and put it in. Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera so that you can see the back of how I feed in my fabric. Okay, I'm going to begin by tucking just the very edge of that selvage in. I'm going to center it, and I'm going to just start to turn the crank so that it will catch it and make sure that it's in there nice and straight. When I pleat, I usually try to use one of these grooves as a guideline for the edge of my fabric. It just kind of helps for me to eyeball that and keeping it straight. Once you get it in there, you're just going to start slowly cranking. And you're going to follow this groove, and you're going to watch and make sure everything stays taut as you crank it through. Just slowly turn the wheel. As fabric builds up on the needles, stop and just start pulling, carefully pulling them off. And then resume turning your crank. Okay, I have continued the entire 45-inch width of fabric, and I'm nearing the end. And that's all there is to it. Just continue pulling everything off the needles, pulling your threads up. And then leave your threads long enough so that you can tie everything off. Be very careful when these start coming off that you don't lose your thread back up into the pleats. Then just carefully pull each thread off from the needle. Once you've pulled them off, pull out some fabric. Take your scissors and just cut all those threads off.